Hey there, YouTube land. I'm out in the fall turkey woods today. Um, Today is our opening day of the fall turkey season. I came out this morning and it was damp, wet, and nasty, but I stuck it out till about 11:30 or so. I went and got something for lunch. I came back, um, and decided to do an afternoon sit because in the fall season, uh, unlike in the spring season, at least here in New York and maybe other states, but I'm going to talk about New York for today. In New York, during our fall season, we can hunt from sunrise to sunset, whereas during the spring season, we can only hunt from a half hour before sunrise until noon. So the fall season is kind of nice in regards that you can come back out in the afternoon and sit, and you don't have to worry about getting in trouble. Um, hasn't been much action this morning. Well, there wasn't much action this morning. I let out some gobbler yelps and some hen sounds and clucks and whatnot, and didn't really hear much. But maybe the afternoon will bring some better luck. So I'm using for gun. This is a Stevens Model 311, and it's in 16 gauge. And I'm using. You guys probably saw this in my spring video. These sorry, the gun's fighting me. There we go. These 2 3/4 inch Remington Peters power piston express magnums, number 4 shot, because they don't make a 3-inch for a 16 gauge. Not that you really need it, but this gun was made in 1952. And the way I know that, now the thing you gotta know about these 311s is that they were made between 1949 and 1968, and since the bulk of them were made prior to the Gun Control Act of 68, it doesn't have any serial numbers because they weren't required until then. And so the way you tell is that usually either under the trigger guard or there is under the barrels in the action, there's a letter in a circle, and it started with A in 1949 and ended with I can't really remember what it ended in, but suffice to say, so A is 1949, B is 51, C is 50. No, A is 1949, B is 1950, C is 51, and D is 1952. This has a D, so it was made in 1952. I've put a new stock on it because the old one had a chunk out of the bottom on the rear of part of the trigger guard missing. So it's a little bit bicolored, but it works. That's the main thing. I have on it a Hunt Pro loop sling. I'm going to explain why it's called that. If you'll excuse me a second. It's called that because instead of the swivels instead of the sling swivels, it just has these loops that you open up when you slide it over, and then you pull and cinch it down when you get it where you want it. I bought this off Amazon, I think a month ago, and I put this on my bolt shotgun, which is what I originally bought it for. You guys remember from my spring video, my Mossberg 190. I put it on my Ruger 1022 for when I go squirrel hunting. I was putting it on there when I was squirrel hunting earlier this year, back in September and first couple weeks of October. Um, it's a nice sling. It's got a nice wide shoulder part, which is nice for guys with big shoulders like me. There's even a loop right here for your thumb. You stick your thumb through it. That way you can keep a better grip on it when it's over your shoulder. And the way you install it, you take the front end. Like I said, you open it up like so. You pull on this. You slide it over your barrels or barrel. This is a double barrel. I say barrels. I like to put it about here, and then just cinch it down. Just kind of wiggle it back and forth, make sure it's good and tight. And then for the rear part, you basically just do the same thing. You open it up, slide it over, and this one I like to put just behind the grip. So I just cinch it down, like so. And there we go. Now I can carry it on my shoulder. It is adjustable. Like you just slide this part up. It is adjustable, so you can adjust it for your shoulder. Kind of a handy thing to have. I always recommend having a sling on a gun, whether it be a rifle or shotgun, because it makes it a lot easier, and your arms will your arms will be a lot less tired. So, not that this is a particularly heavy gun, but convenience is a very important thing. I got the same two calls I mentioned in my spring video. You guys have seen them. My box call, my slate. Got the seat, basically the similar setup. I just use different calls. Like in the spring, I was using a hen yelps. In the fall, because the gobblers are not looking for the hens, I don't have the decoy set up. And I'm just letting out gobbler yelps in case I want to call. So I'm trying to call a gobbler. And then sometimes I'll let out some hen sounds, because in the fall it's either sex, so I can shoot a gobbler or a hen. It doesn't matter, because I only get one turkey tag in the fall. So, if I see a longbeard, I'll take it. If I see a jake, I'll take it. If I see a good sized hen, I'll take it. I just want a turkey to eat. So, anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. If I get something, I'll try to make another video on it. If not, it is what it is. Thank you for watching, and if you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.